So this is going to be another movie review. This one's called Face to Face, 1976. This is going to be another Ingmar Bergman flick with Liv Ullman and frequent love interest guy. Josephson something. I don't know his name. And the Gunnar guy plays Liv Ullman's grandpa. He's kind of an invalid type. And I'm giving this one 2 out of 5 stars. I thought it was pretty bad. The only good part was the weird part that my son didn't like. It's rated R. Doesn't waste much time. I mean, Liv Ullman plays a head shrinker psychiatrist. She's got this patient Maria who's playing with her breast and muttering a bunch of nonsense. She's staying with her grandparents because her husband's out of the country. Something, they're moving. I don't know what's going on. And, I thought it was going to be a pretty cool psych ward movie for a while, but then it got bogged down in the usual boring Swedish existentialist humanist type dialogue. She's married, but she cheats on her husband with this Josephson dude. He plays Dr. Jacoby, which is the same name as his character in Fanny and Alexander, I think. Anyways. So I guess he's gay and he's attempting to go straight. Doesn't really make sense. I wanted to make a movie like that, a lesbian who attempted to go straight, but I don't know if I'll ever get around to it. My son wants me to do my movie in cartoon. So I was thinking of doing it in rotoscope. That would be pretty cool. Anyways, getting back to the movie, she starts going insane herself. She's got this affair going off camera with this Dr. Jacoby guy. And then, for no apparent reason, she just starts taking sleeping pills. She overdoses, tries to kill herself. Again, she's getting sudden inexplicable onset of depression, psychosis, whatever. And she starts babbling about her traumatic experiences as a child, being locked up in a closet and whatnot. She got an Oscar for her performance, and it's pretty over the top kind of yelling and screaming. My son noticed that it reminded him of Grumpy Grandma. There's a cool scene though where the dreamlike sequences are pretty cool in this movie. That's about the only reason to watch. My son thought it was creepy though. She's taking ticker tape out of one of her patients' mouths, and she peels off the face of one of her other patients. And she's got another patient there who's just lying there naked. And weird stuff. Unfortunately, it was quite boring. I thought I was going to review it yesterday, but I ended up waiting another day just because I'd rather sleep than watch this movie, quite honestly. 90% of it is boring as heck. The dream sequence is pretty good though. It did feel like I was in a dream, so that part was pretty decent. But for the most part, it was just typical Ingmar Bergman kind of back and forth, kind of nonsensical, pseudo-intellectual type dialogue. Then her boyfriend, lover guy, while she's in the hospital, is taking care of her for a little while. Her husband is back off to the United States, and her daughter doesn't want her. Then the ending just makes absolutely no sense to me. It was an abrupt, kind of surprising ending. There's no plot in this movie, and I don't know why it took such an abrupt change in the movie, and all of a sudden it just stopped. It was bizarre. Like, it was like he just decided, okay, I'm going to stop this movie. I don't understand why he stopped it then. At that point, it didn't make any sense to me, but maybe somebody can explain it to me. I don't know. Anyways, I'm on my 4-day weekend with my son, and he's taking his bubble bath right now. I got to take him to skate class. Today he did the Robux figure on 3D printer. It's a little funky though, but kind of cool. I don't know if you can see it there. These 3D printers kind of, I don't know, they're not very accurate, but it is what it is. And he's got his Rubik's Cube here. Got my Netflix here. Watching Summer Interlude. 1955. That looks pretty bad. And then Outlaw and His Wife. 1918. Must be a silent movie. Oh, it's got the documentary with Ingmar Bergman in it. So I guess Ingmar Bergman was influenced by the silent era German expressionist films. Which is cool if you make the whole movie like that, but if you're only going to make like, I don't know, 5 minutes of the movie like that, it's kind of boring. So that's what I don't like about his movies sometimes, or most of the time, I should say. And yeah, this movie could have been better. I like the idea of the head shrinker going insane. There's some weird dialogue in this. I don't know if it got lost in translation with the subtitles, but if Ullman talks about the world revolution, I guess that means socialism 2.0. I don't know. I guess that's what it means in Sweden. And then what else? She uses all these fancy words in English. I don't know if it was just trying to find a word. an awkward word to describe the Swedish language. That was the problem. But there's at one point she's just screaming and yelling, like I said, and a lot of weird stuff. Like she uses the word rigidity. I don't know why she keeps uttering all these different words in succession to. I don't know what kind of point she's trying to make, or I don't understand what she's talking about. But she is acting like a crazy person, so maybe that's why. I don't know. Anyways, I'm watching Summer Interlude. It's pretty boring stuff. I mean, black and white, Ingmar Bergman stuff, about the ballets, and I don't know, not my cup of tea. But hopefully, I can get through this stuff, get to the good stuff on my Netflix queue, get back to doing normal movies from my perspective, I guess. Yeah, I better go get my son so we can get some early rest because we got to go to that skate class thing at Beersford Park at 9 a.m. tomorrow. We've been sleeping late, like 11 o'clock. So taking these naps during the day throws our sleep schedule off. Went to the Chinese joint tonight. We were sitting there for like an hour waiting for a check, and finally I just got up and said, "Can I have my check?" And the guy goes, "Oh, I thought you were waiting for someone." Yeah, right. So I didn't leave a tip for them, which didn't do a Taco Bravo or a hometown buffet either. So I'm pretty stingy with tipping, and I didn't spend $200 on robot blocks like I expected, but spent like $10, so save some money there. And I got a mouse thinking that would help my son play Minecraft, but he still couldn't figure it out, so he's back on the Roblox. And I guess I'll teach him how to do the written coding stuff on Khan Academy next week. I start my new job on Monday, so I'm pretty. Yeah. Oh, I kept my graveyard job, but I'm just going to be working Fridays and Saturdays. Got somebody to cover for me Sundays for a few weeks until they find somebody to work Sunday. At which point I'll just be working Saturday graveyard. So back to my crazy schedule. I want to be dead tired again. A few months, but hopefully when those option strike price changes occur, I'll have some cash and probably get taxed like crazy. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting year next year. Hopefully I'll have the money to pay the IRS off. But anyways, better go grab my son from the bubble bath so that we can get our beauty rest in before our big day tomorrow. So that's the end of my review. Laters.